nothing like having a games night with your friends or your family, but games have changed a lot through the ages. Winston Sih is here. Give him a big hand, our tech guy.
Hello.
The games that I remember playing, I mean Monopoly with my parents, they took that very seriously. As a matter of fact, to the point where me and my sister would stop playing with them. They were too serious. But Monopoly has come a long way. Everything's sort of electronic now.
It has. So, you know, a lot of these games, like you said, have become electronic. So there's a new component to kind of bring the more modern technology into it, including apps and debit cards. So, you know, it's also a great way to teach your kids about finance, too. So having that debit card and learning how to use the cards properly.
Yes, and they need to learn about finances. It is. It's a good opportunity to do that. So do you want to start with Monopoly?
Let's start with Monopoly.
So the board's still the same, as I remember.
Still the same.
Yeah.
So now instead of, you know, you still have these classic pieces here, but instead of having cash, I mean, I love having cash, but you have these these Monopoly cards here. So these are debit cards that you could get with the board game.
How fancy is that?
It is.
Okay, so now you have a debit card.
And the banker, you can put the debit card inside. Exactly, and when you gain money, you can put the numbers in and it'll add and subtract all the different numbers.
That's so cool.
It is.
Although, is there any replacement for handling cold hard cash? I don't know.
You can still buy the regular game, but you know, I love plastic, so
yeah,
you know.
it's that. Yeah, it's
ching,
that's just your generation, my friend. I get it. That's so cool.
You know, I don't even carry cash in my wallet anymore.
And a lot of people don't.
No.
Yeah, you're not alone. A lot of people don't. But this makes sense because there's, you know, the younger generation. They want to play the game that makes sense for the way they're living. So this Monopoly, then we've got like
so this is an alternate. It's an alternate version, and it's called Monopoly Zapped.
Okay.
So this is another offering from Hasbro, and what this has is, of course, you download the app on your iPad, which is free.
Yeah.
And with the Monopoly game, there are enhancements to the game. So instead of, you know, playing those little side games to buy and sell investments, there are games on the iPad. So you can select, you know, how many players you have. You can create your own player, so it's very interactive. So I can put in my name is Winston. You know, I'm just gonna put in some random letters, done. And then you can, you know, pick a piece here. And then with the cards, you can also, like the debit card, load and take out money on your debit cards, but using your iPad.
Wow.
So there's smart technology on your debit card that the iPad can sense, you know, how much money that each card has, because there are 4 different cards you can use.
That is fancy.
Yeah.
That is very fancy. Okay, can we talk about Twister?
Twister.
Because I don't know how you can possibly mechanize Twister. I mean, it's a piece of cardboard with a little wand, right?
Yep.
And then you put out a piece of plastic and you twist all over each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a fun game.
It's very fun. Well, it's more fun when you turn into an adult even.
Yeah, so now...
No?
So now, with the speaker, you can actually plug in your own smartphone, or there's preloaded music on here, and I will play it really quickly. And it'll tell you where to make the moves. Oh, fun.
That's all right.
Yeah, so you turn it on.
And it tells you, like, left leg,
it'll tell you
green.
left leg, green. And then you can jam to the music.
So do you put your own music on there?
You can put your own music on here.
Oh my goodness.
And then you plug your own MP3 player inside, and then from there you can play whatever songs you want, and it'll stop and it'll tell you left leg green.
That's kind of cool.
And you're still twisting.
And you're still twisting.
And you're still twisting.
I like the music side of that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so Twister all new.
Now
Scrabble. Scrabble's a very fun game.
Exactly.
Great for learning words and everything. How have they made that new?
So if you're a lonely person like me,
oh, sweetheart.
you can play this alone. So it'll give you letters here.
Okay.
And it has, these are smart tiles.
Okay.
And what the smart tiles do is they allow you to link the words together. So it'll give you a bunch of letters, and it's your job to create the words.
Okay.
So, you know, I have an R here, I have an A, you know, you can link them together, and boom, I have the word Caesar.
Okay.
Yeah. So
do you get like a ton of these smart tiles?
Well, you can get 5 or 6 or as many as you want, and then you can click refresh, and then all the different letters will show up. So the letters will change, and then from there you arrange your own words. And when it is an English word, it'll change colors, and then from there you'll get your points. So you can collect
so
points.
that's kind of cool. I mean, that's not much different than the original.
It's not much different, but you can also play this multiplayer, which is great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this game here. What is this game?
So this?
Oh, this is the Game of Life.
The Game of Life.
Yes.
Yeah. So again,
I never had this one.
This is the Zapped version. So similar to the Monopoly board.
Yeah.
This is the Zapped version. So with the app again, I'm going to bring the iPad over here. And the Zapped version, you can launch the app. And again, there are interactive games within the iPad that everyone can play together so you can continue to move along the board.
Cool. Okay, so the newness here is that you can use it with your iPad with an app or what have you.
With an app. So, you know, you can start a new game. Again, you follow through all the different prompts and you have, you know, a whole new level of gaming again.
Very cool. Okay, so this game is how I knew I would never be a surgeon.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone remembers this guy. Operation. I just touched the edge like a billion times, but you turned it off, right?
Yeah, but this one
so
is...
no one will know how bad I am. Oh, it's back on. Okay.
So what's
the new version of this?
The new version is, it's the reinvented version. So there are, you know, a whole bunch of different pieces. I guess you're not going to be a surgeon anytime soon.
No.
So this, you know, allows you to, there are new pieces in here. There are different levels. So you can see there's X1, 2. So there are different levels. And, you know, if I could, well, I'm not very good at this either.
It's okay. We got our day jobs, Winston.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, and so you can grab the different pieces.
levels and what have you. The pieces are the same.
Yeah, the pieces are the same.
The guy's the same.
Yeah. So it's just, it allows you to go through different levels.
That sound is very new, though.
It's very new.
It never used to make that sound before.
Yeah.
That was just rude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we are going to actually be drawing for many of the new versions of these games after the show. So you can walk home with one of these. Let's go to break. Stay with us, more coming up. Back with Winston and the cutest high-tech toys for your kids now. I love these games, like all of them. So let's start from over here. What have we got to begin with?
So, you know, we've come to know and love, you know, these are Mattel toys. So Hot Wheels, Angry Birds, WWE, Barbie. They have a Barbie one coming. So these are what they call Apptivity Toys. And what they allow you to do is to kind of, they sell these physical toys, and they also have a physical part to it. So I have Angry Birds here, for example, and what it allows you to do, so while you're playing the game here, so you're supposed to shoot the bird.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You see? And then this bird here allows you to unleash new levels. So you push, you see? And then now there's a new level. So material, mix it up. 2 materials have been swapped. So these are new levels. So if you do get bored with games, this allows you to unlock new levels. So you know what, if you're on an airplane, your kids aren't going to get bored and just put aside the iPad. There's kind of more to go towards.
And I say on the airplane, there are no rules.
You
can have 16 hours of screen time, kids, and several peanut butter chocolate bars. I don't care.
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
Just be quiet. That's a very good game.
So now speaking about our gadgets, you know, we want to keep our gadgets safe. So, you know, often as a parent, the iPhone might be the go-to thing when you're busy. You're just giving your kid your iPhone, you know, play Angry Birds and be quiet. So this is an Apptivity Monkey by Fisher-Price, and this allows you to put your phone inside your case here. So it is a giant case for your iPhone. And then from there, so this is a demo phone here, there are different, it makes different sounds.
Aren't you cute? And so now you put your phone in there and they can bang it up a billion times
and
it's fine.
And they can throw it over, whoops.
Whoops, oh well, there it goes.
It's
you know what's going to
good.
happen, people. That's happened to my phone about a billion times with my kids. Okay, can we talk about Barbie?
This is your favorite, right?
Yeah, I do. I love it.
It is your favorite. This is a Barbie here, and it's a video Barbie. So guess what?
It's kind of freaky, actually.
There's a camera right there. There's a camera on the Barbie, so you can walk around.
Barbie's a spy.
Yeah, and I'm going to turn it around again. And if we take a look, there's a camera here, and
there you are, good. Yeah.
So you can take a photo, and I already took. I'm going to take a photo of you now, Tracy.
Okay.
And it snaps a photo.
Okay.
And then now, there's a picture of Tracy on the Barbie.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool and freaks me out at the same time.
Lastly, we're
I don't know, there's something about it.
And then lastly, we're going to talk really quickly about this. So it is from Crayola Marker Airbrush. And instead of just drawing with markers, you pump it like you're churning butter. And then with a piece of paper, you can get stencils and you can draw different things with a little...
The next generation of graffiti artists.
Oh, yeah.
Just joking, it's creative.
Yeah, creative. So you can load different markers up.
So cool.
And with stencils, you can make cool art that goes onto your wall.
Yeah.
Perfect for the girls out there.
Or the
and
boys,
guys, or boys,
the
you know,
like
they're great too. So
Very cool. I love that. Oh my gosh, what are we going to think of next? Okay, so now Angry Birds again, which is so popular. You took Jenga, and made it sort of the Angry Birds edition.
Yeah, so the Angry Birds iPhone game, this is a physical game, so now you can launch things, you can build it up, and using these little bird things here, you can launch them at and knock down the Jenga.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's hours of fun. Give it up for Winston Sih. That's great. Good games there.